Next, eye of the tiger. So why do we aim with one eye closed? So again, it is a phenomena called binocular rivalry. So if you look through a sight with the left eye alone, what you see is not identical, जो कि हम सिर्फ right eye alone से देखते हैं. And the two images compete rather than blending. For example, अगर left eye is shown only vertical lines and the right eye only horizontal lines, you might think you would see screen pattern, लेकिन actually you would see patches of vertical lines intermingled with patches of horizontal lines. So while aiming a target, people tend to use the dominant eye. So if the eye is different focal length, some may use one eye to aim at objects farther away and use the another for targets that are closer. So again, this is a phenomenon that is explained here. Further, wildfire at Oviedo, Portugal on Monday. So we also read about the forest fires that were over the South America that have been growing significantly. So causes में we have already understood कि कैसे there are majorly the man-made causes, be it regarding lighting of the cigarettes या फिर जो bonfires होती हैं. These are all the major things that lead to forest fires. Further, even scorching heat, etc., they are major ways. So solutions के regarding we also talked regarding creating such pools, etc., within the forest itself, such reservoirs or area, जो emergency के time पे which can actually help in blowing out the fire. Next, nature of JNK Assembly. So JNK Reorganization Act of 2019. It created a vastly different structure in which the Lieutenant Governor, जो कि appointed हुआ था by the center, has the most important role. तो अब जो न्यू असेंबली होगी ऑफ द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ JNK, उनके पास क्या क्या पावर्स होंगे. तो these will be the first election since 2019 when Constitutional Compact of Jammu and Kashmir was altered by the abrogation of Article 370. The new assembly, legislative assembly, will be substantially different from the earlier ones. The new assembly will be for a union territory and not a state. So JNK, Puducherry and Delhi. तो रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट जो था जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का, उसमें दो यूनियन टेरिटरीज वर क्रिएटेड. द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ लद्दाख विदाउट अ लेजिस्लेचर and the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir with the legislature. Article 3 of the Constitution. It deals with the formation of new states and alteration of the area's boundaries or names of existing states. Also 239 article, it deals with the administration of the Union Territory states. So Delhi also is such a union territory which also has a legislature, and it is there separately in the constitution under Article 239 AA. तो यहाँ पे कुछ एरियाज होते हैं ऐसे जो कि अगेन दे आर डेजिग्नेटेड, जैसे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट में भी हम देखते हैं, तो दे अपहेल्ड द पावर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर ऑफ दिल्ली. तो पॉलिटिकली चार्ज टसल है बिटवीन द लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर एंड द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, जैसे अभी हमने देखा बिटवीन द एलजी बी के सक्सेना and between the Delhi government. So there, the challenge, the conflict areas were regarding the appointment or the transfers of the various officers, और जो पुलिस का भी jurisdiction था, even that. तो दिल्ली के केस में three subjects ऐसे हैं, that is of land, public order and police, that are reserved for the lieutenant governor. लेकिन जो सर्विसेज का कंट्रोल है और द ब्यूरोक्रेसी, दैट has been a bone of contention between the center and state, as I just now mentioned. तो दिल्ली का जो एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो है, दैट आल्सो हैज बीन एन इशू बिटवीन द स्टेट एंड सेंटर. तो अगेन पावर्स ऑफ द असेंबली. तो इसमें जो रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट था ऑफ 2019, इट क्रिएटेड अ वास्टली डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर, जहाँ पे एलजी हैज अ मच बिगर रोल एज कंपेयर्ड विद द स्टेट असेंबली. और ये मेनली टू की प्रोविजंस की वजह से हुआ है. फर्स्ट इज द सेक्शन 32 ऑफ द एक्ट, जो कि डील करता है विद द एक्सटेंट ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव पावर टू द असेंबली. कि जो सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द प्रोविजंस ऑफ दिस एक्ट, the Legislative Assembly may make laws for the whole or any part of the Union territory of the Jammu and Kashmir with respect to any of the matters enumerating in the state list, except for the public order and police, जो कि concurrent list में in the seventh schedule. तो यहाँ पे सेंटर का रोल ज्यादा जाता है इन केस ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर. और फाइनेंशियल बिल, सेकेंड प्रोविजन इज रिगार्डिंग द फाइनेंशियल बिल, कि ये स्टेट करता है कि जो बिल और अमेंडमेंट है, shall not be introduced or moved in the legislative assembly ex, ex, except on the recommendation of the lieutenant governor. These are the major two areas here. The balance between the powers, where we can discuss about it. Next, fertilizer cap and cut. So efficient use of nutrients on farms, it should be encouraged. तो जब हम बात करते हैं balanced fertilization की, when we talk about the uh, underutilization and overutilization of fertilizers, that should be avoided. So minerals and chemicals, they are also needed to make batteries. So we recently read regarding the uh, importance of the phosphoric acid, कि कैसे it is needed or even in the production of cars. So it is, phosphoric acid is produced from the ore deposits in Morocco, China, Egypt और Tunisia, जिससे कि हम लिथियम आयरन फॉस्फेट बैटरीज को क्रिएट करते हैं, विच आर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स. तो जैसे हम फूड वर्सेस फ्यूल डिबेट की बात करते हैं, सिमिलरली वी टॉक अबाउट द फ्यूड वर्सेस कार्स डिलेमा, कि क्या ज्यादा इसमें इम्पोर्टेंट है. तो रॉ मटेरियल फॉर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डायमोनियम फॉस्फेट and other phosphorus containing fertilizers has been increasingly used as cathode source in electric vehicle batteries. और ये और ज्यादा cheaper alternative है of the nickel, manganese, cobalt and the aluminium oxides. Further, government take measures to cap, if not cut, the consumption of high analysis fertilizers like urea. फिर डीएपी की जब हम बात करते हैं, म्यूरिएट ऑफ पोटाश.
So we can say that it would lead to a debate between food security and energy security because resources are very limited. So now we have to properly plan and put them to judicious use. And also, since India is somewhere, some portion is imported also. So if we are diverting it for the use of, for example, energy generation or for manufacturing of batteries, which would be important for energy security, then it might lead to increase in imports also and further widening of the current account deficit. And also, since this is an external factor, so prices are also not under the control of India. And when we're talking about disruption of supply, also, this we saw after the beginning of Russia-Ukraine war that the fertilizer supply got disrupted and the prices they were hiked.
Next, President Draupadi Murmu and Union Jal Shakti Minister C.R. Patil at the inauguration of the 8th India Water Week in New Delhi Tuesday. So again, urgent need to conserve water. So as we just now discussed regarding the water security in farming. Kaise there also it is important and of course in other areas as well. So reaping the silver dividend. So this again is regarding the health infrastructure कि कैसे that must be enhanced. Further जो private primary और secondary healthcare sectors हैं उनमें there is more of public participation that is required instead of relying on the private areas. And also instead of spending on the healthcare insurance, ज़्यादा focus should be on the prevention of the need of insurances itself by providing such a healthier lifestyle and facilities since the initial phases as well, be it in terms of treatments या फिर even better lifestyle practices. तो वहाँ पर investment should be done. For example, creating green parks, etc., creating such campaigns, etc., that even generate awareness with regard to this. So here this is regarding the silver dividend, yani ke the older age groups that we discuss about. So in India, only 1 in 5% of above 60 years is covered with health insurance. And the financial burden it is caused by poor health. That is devastating.
And also, we see that the out of pocket expenditure on the elderly is twice that on the younger population. So, that is why geriatric care is significant.
Hmm. And also with improved primary and secondary, that is preventive healthcare. जो precedent can be lifted from the already burdened tertiary healthcare. जो हम curative और palliative care sector की बात करते हैं. So more holistic reforms are needed to integrate the primary and tertiary care support. Or a continuous attention is demanded here. Exports to Bangladesh slipped 28% in August. CRISIL flags risks to export-oriented units. So again, this comes in with slowing export textile and apparel orders coming to Bangladesh following the protest. So since I've already seen how India can leverage this opportunity. As you also read कि Tamil Nadu, it has a major role in India in the textile sector. तो सेक्टर जैसे कि कॉटन yarn, power, footwear, soft luggage, fast moving consumer goods. तो these are all the areas जहाँ पे जो raw material है that was earlier being transported.
And जो location है यहाँ पे Petra Port लिखा है. This is in West Bengal and another port of Bangladesh, which is the Matarbari port. That is important along with the Chittagong port. So we should remember the name and location.
Hmm. Further climate crisis agenda. It remains urgent. So again, India's heavy reliance on coal remains a concern, with the clean energy accounting for only 22% of the energy electricity mix. So कैसे when we even talk about the transition towards green energy, या फिर जब हम green hydrogen की बात करते हैं, तो mitigating both CO2 emissions and short-lived super pollutants such as methane, black carbon, and hydrofluorocarbons, it is crucial. The Montreal Protocol is important, which provides a successful blueprint with its Kigali Amendment. जहाँ पे it was discussion regarding moving away from super potent F gases, जो कि avoid करेगी 0.5 degree Celsius of warming by the end of this century. So again, global warming becoming a major challenge. So reducing short-lived climate pollutants, SLCPs, जैसे कि black carbon, and further enhancing the National Clean Air Program. तो ये air quality को भी और ज़्यादा enhance करेगा. और data-driven intervention, of course, they are needed. further India aims to launch the India carbon market, जो कि जिससे कि वो अचीव कर पाएगा द नेशनली डिटरमाइंड कंट्रीब्यूशन गोल्स। अब यहाँ पे एक स्कोप क्या है ऑफ क्रिएटिंग अ ग्रीन पार्टी and the sustainability discourse that is required here so as to have a progressive climate progressive leadership. So Sri Lanka's disenchanted Tamils, they are divided during this election. So as we have been reading how the Tamils in Sri Lanka, they are the minority and the Sinhalese are the majority there. So Sri Lanka's northern Tamil voters are torn during this presidential election between a candidate who may win and one who will certainly lose. So here this is just regarding the political area, but majorly after the civil war ended in 2009, the individuals they hoped that even if their political rights were denied, they could live with some security and dignity. So again, this shows how even the political leadership of the minorities is also important to have a sense of security there.
So in this context, we often come across this term of 13th Constitutional Amendment. So what is it? It is, again, it was a part of the Indo-Sri Lankan Accord between India and Sri Lanka when we saw that the civil war came to an end. So it was introduced to address the ethnic conflict between the Sinhalese majority and the Tamil minority, and particularly in the context that the Tamil people they were demanding for greater autonomy and self-governance in the northern and the eastern parts of Sri Lanka. But although it has not been, we can say, effectively implemented so far, so this is also one of the demands of the Sri Lankan Tamils, devolution of power to them for the, again, when it comes to the powers or the choosing their representatives and respectively.
Further, LG not for agri land mutation in urban villages on inheritance basis. So again, this is a landmark decision by the LG governor, VK Saxena on Tuesday, that announced a decision to allow land mutation for agricultural land based on inheritance in Delhi's urban villages. So what it will do is to improve the living condition in rural areas. So यहाँ पे संवाद organize हुआ था with the Delhi's villages. जहाँ पे lack of ownership rights they would be addressed. So Delhi Gramodaya Abhiyan was launched in last December to enhance the civic amenities in the rural areas. Next, government plans to develop fishing infrastructure in Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep. तो अगेन कैसे वहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट की हम बात करते हैं बट फर्दर विद दैट रिगार्ड itself we also must create a balance between the infrastructural development and the sustainability or the conservation of the already existing environment. So the government plans to increase the seafood exports from rupees 60,000 crore in the last fiscal to rupees 1 lakh crore in the coming years. And for this, consultations with different stakeholders have started. तो फिशिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को क्रिएट करना that has not been created yet. And also the livestock sector in the economy. उसमें contribution में it can majorly help.
So this is again, we can say, one of the step in regard to when we're talking about what should be done to increase the resilience of the coastal communities, particularly the fishing communities, because again there is increased threat of climate change also. So this is one of the examples that we can state.
Hmm. Thank you, everyone. We have ended here and we'll continue with the next set of important articles in next session.